So this is just a quick look at the chapel used by the cemetery still throughout the years for funeral services. As we're walking into this back room, you can see these giant metal doors on the wall. Turns out that these metal doors are actually part of the crematorium that was owned by the cemetery at the time, and it was actually the second operating crematorium in the US.
There's two of them. They were open until about 1978. If you turn on your spotlight or flashlight or whatever you have on the camera there, you can see inside. See, it's just a big with a blower in the back. And we don't have hardly any damage here. Thank goodness. Except for that. That used to be the angel, and I'll show you what it looked like when it was the angel.
What's up, gamers? It's me, Mateo, from class. I'm here at the Riverside Cemetery, and we're going to be looking at the historic value of the oldest operating cemetery in Colorado. Right here behind me, we're here at the gravesite of Barney Ford. He was an escaped slave, born into slavery. He became a runaway slave, and he became one of Colorado's more known pioneers into the civil rights movement. He became a businessman, and he helped establish literacy within African Americans in Breckenridge, and his home in Breckenridge is still there to this day and is considered a museum right now. What's up, my macaronis? We're here at Captain Saul's grave in Riverside Creek Cemetery once again. So Captain Saul, he was under the command of Colonel Shivington. At the time, Colonel Shivington, he was ordered by John Evans to pretty much exterminate a lot of the Native Americans in their territories. So in doing so, Saul, he had to go and join him in the Sand Creek Massacre that a lot of us had learned about. And in doing so, Saul, he wanted peace amongst everybody. He didn't want any sort of conflict. He was very into civil rights, and he tried to persuade Shivington multiple times to not go forward with his actions in the Sand Creek Massacre. Eventually that all failed, and in doing so he had to go and participate in the Sand Creek Massacre. He never actually took fire and never tried to attack anybody, but afterwards, the aftermath of the 150 to 200 Native Americans that were killed, Shivington had to testify in court because of his actions, and he ended up being found guilty. And shortly after, they believed that Saul was assassinated, which he was. He was assassinated, and they believe that Shivington, he had someone else do it and assassinate him because of having him testify against him. What's up, Shahi? We here with another body. We're here with former Territory Governor John Evans. Now, a little bit of backstory about John Evans is he founded the original Denver Seminary with his partner, Colonel Shivington, that we had talked to prior, who had led the Sand Creek Massacre. Now, with Colonel Shivington and Evans' kind of relationship, Evans pretty much told Shivington, hey, kind of keep the Native American territories at bay, we don't want them here. So in turn, Shivington took his job way too seriously and ended up killing those 150 to about 200 Native Americans during the Sand Creek Massacre. And even though Evans kind of founded the Denver Seminary, and they named Mount Evans after him and Evans Street and a bunch of smaller places around the US, and because he founded a bunch of hospitals here and there. As you can see on this headstone, there's a lot of tagging, so there's a lot of controversy with this man and what he did during power. And because of the Sand Creek Massacre, actually, he had to step down once it happened. And so as you can see, with all this tagging, he done some good for this, Colorado specifically, but also he did a lot of bad. So it's kind of like a mixed feeling. So this was about the point where my phone had died and part of the recording had corrupted. But you know what isn't corrupted? B-roll.